Our abdominals quite a bit today. You might want to just keep your hands on your low belly so you can focus your breath down into the stomach. If for any reason this pose is not comfortable for your lower back, feel free to just keep your knees bent and your feet flat to the ground. We'll start with 10 deep breaths right here. To align your knees directly over the tops of your hips. Keep your knees bent, shins parallel to the ground, and squeeze the inner thighs towards one another. Press your lower back into the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, contract. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last one. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in. Exhale, squeeze and bring your elbows and knees together to touch. Keep the head off the mat. Inhale, just lengthen. And then exhale, pull it in. 3 more. Inhale to reach. Exhale, contract. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. 2 more. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last one. Inhale, up. Exhale, bring it in, and the arms to be straight. Putting lots of weight into the fingertips and knuckles and less into the wrists. As you inhale, let's shift forward into plank pose, shoulders over your wrists. And as you exhale, send it up and back, downward facing dog. 4 more times. Inhale, ripple and fluid. See if you can lift your hips up a tiny bit more. 1 more breath. And let's bring the right hand down to the floor and lower all the way to your belly. Slowly release. Chest, chin, back down to the floor. Interlace your fingers behind your lower back. Reach your knuckles towards your heels. Let's lift up to locust pose. So this time, upper body. No need to look up too high here. Keep the back of the neck long. And you should be able to breathe. If not, you've gone a little bit too high into the pose. Lifting the knuckles off of the lower back. Take 1 more breath. And exhale. Forward to plank pose and tap your right knee as high up and close towards the right shoulder as you can. From here, cross it over to the left shoulder, then the left wrist, and then the right wrist. So tracing a circle. Right shoulder, left wrist, right wrist. 2 more times. Right shoulder, left wrist, right wrist. Last time, right shoulder, left wrist, right wrist, downward dog. That same leg, right leg up, keep it straight and squared, and let's step our right foot forward in between the palms of the top of the mat. Bend into the right knee. We're gonna cactus the arms, so you'll want to bend your elbows at about a 90-degree angle and squeeze your shoulder blades behind you. Drop the hips a little bit lower. As you inhale, see if you can lift your chest up towards the sky and really open the chest. And on the exhale, you're gonna round forward and contract. So this is all downward facing dog. Soften the neck. Reach through the arms. Let's straighten and square the right leg. And you're gonna step it forward in between your hands. Once more coming back. Similar to what we did when we were lying down on our backs, doing those eagle poses with little crunches in between them. We're gonna do that standing up. So bend the elbows, and you're gonna cross your left arm underneath your right, binding once or twice. Find something to focus on that's not moving, and come up to stand into eagle pose. Crossing your left thigh over your right, toes can stay to the floor, lift up or wrap around. Bend into both knees to drop the hips. As you inhale, lengthen the elbows and the knees away from each other. And on the exhale, round forward, contract. Bring your elbows in. Stand, chair pose, unwind, big toes together, heels apart, bend the knees, drop the hips. Take an inhale as you lift and look up, facing dog. create space in the chest. And let's switch sides. Left leg up, bend the left knee, open up that hip nice and wide. Straighten and square the leg. Step it forward in between your palms. High lunge. Arms reach up overhead. Left knee is bent. Right knee might need to bend a little bit as well. Eagle arms from here. So let's bend the elbows. This time your right arm is going to swing underneath your left. Binding once or twice. Focus on something that's not moving. We're stepping up to eagle pose. Crossing your right thigh over your left. And maybe looping the toes back behind your shin. Drop the hips a little more. As you inhale, lengthen. So working the obliques a little bit more. Let's reach our right leg up towards the sky, bend the right knee, open up that hip. Straighten and square the right leg. And you're gonna step your right foot a couple inches behind your right wrist, so not all the way to the top of the mat. You'll want to roll to the outer edges of both feet so that all 10 toes point over towards the right side of your mat. You can lean on your left hand and your right arm reaches up and over. So bicep is along the ear, fingertips are reaching towards the front of